We are the tribe from the north, we're brave and we're bold. Defeating our rivals never gets old. Making our way to the Big Sky Conference. Watch out, 'cause here comes the silver and gold. Whoa, whoa. This is Tubbs at the Club for the Vandals of Idaho.
Hi, hope you're all doing well. It's been almost, 2 weeks since I last did a live video. It's good to finally have Vandal men's basketball back. Almost didn't happen this week as they had COVID issues with the team on Thursday night, which caused the game on Thursday to be canceled and rescheduled to Friday. Turns out it was issues with the women with Idaho, unfortunately, so they were down some players this week, and we'll get more into that as things go on. But as always, ain't nothing like cracking a Montucky cold snack, an ultra refreshing light beer born in the majestic Big Sky country. Best part is, when you crack a snack, you're giving back. Montucky Cold Snacks donates 8% of all profits back to local causes, even right here in Idaho, supporting organizations like CW Hogs and Idaho Food Bank. Yeehaw, that's friggin' awesome. Montucky Cold Snacks, the light American lager for powwow rippers, gator wranglers, pony riders, and badass do-gooders. Visit MontuckyColdSnacks.com today to find out how to get ya ass some snacks. Now, they were, as I was saying before I did the ad read there, it was a good game. It was good to have the basketball team back and playing. Unfortunately, they rolled with 8 players, had 5 players out. Those 5 players that were out were Chase Milne, Haley Christopher, Ellison Kirby, Champney Polium, and Natalie Klinker. And they only had 8 players available to play, though they didn't officially say those players are out. You could, doing a quick research, find that it was only those 5 that were out. Missing some, I won't say heavy hitters, but missing some good contributors, and Haley Christopher, Ellison Kirby on the defense end, then Natalie Klinker on defending the inside and just having that presence on the inside. Though I hope they're all right. I hope everybody else, I hope they get healthy again. Hopefully it's just they're showing symptoms and they're not. I hope they're healthy and they're able to come back and be ready to play again next week or the week after that, whenever they're cleared to play again. First game on Friday night, things were well. They started out hot and beat Weber State by 23 points. Beyonce led the way with 23 points. Janie King, who was one of the players that hasn't normally been playing a lot this year, it's been very limited, played a great role. She had another great game. I know she had 17 points or something like that in a game against Weber State last year down in Ogden, I'm pretty sure. And she had another great game. It was nice to see her getting meaningful playing time, her contributing a lot. Then otherwise, they got minutes that hasn't normally played a lot this year. I wouldn't say a lot, but got a lot more minutes than normal was Anita Carlson. It was good to see her play perimeter, getting some more meaningful game time there. It was good to see some of the players that were sitting on the bench. Those were the 2 kind of players that were sitting on the bench that just didn't get a lot of game time before. But although these circumstances happened with the team, it was still good to see them being able to come in and plug in and give meaningful minutes to help propel Idaho to a victory on Friday and Saturday for that. Gabby Harrington was another great performance by her. I think it's still, I want to call it early in the season, middle of the season. I don't know what to call this. I want to say, I think although she's only going to be here for 1 year, I think she's the newcomer of the year. I think she's filling the role that Lizzie Klinker had last year for this team. It's kind of that player that can come in and play, give you great minutes, can drive in and get you those layups, shoot mid-range, 3-point plays, everything. She can do it all. And it was just good to see. And I think this again today, just kind of looking at the stats, like she's Great player to have, and it was just a good performance by them, by the team overall. I think the coaches, John Newley, Chris Sanford, Drew Muscatel, and if I'm forgetting anybody else, I am terribly sorry. Did a good job with rotating them. Got Paris Ashley and Sydney Gandy a lot of playing time, which I thought was great for them. It's good to get the freshmen more minutes, get them more kind of a teaching, learning experience. I thought was great for them this weekend. And no disrespect to Weber State, I think it's if you're gonna be short on players, I think it's Idaho lucked out having it happen against a Weber State than it was, say, against an Idaho State or a Montana State, for example. There, I think this would have been a totally different show by me if it was by them. Now getting back to the game, it was like this Idaho one was they had their moments there. It was not like I wouldn't say it wasn't like Idaho kind of led from start to finish almost. It was they played, I don't know what I'm looking for. Idaho led for majority of the game. It was just a good overall performance by Idaho, though they did get, again, they shot well. They shot the three really well, 14 for not really well, I should say that, but shot better. Went 14 for 43 from the 3-point line. They're going to love to shoot their 3-point shots. They made their shots when it counted. They played well. They had a good game. They had a good game overall against. They had a good game for only having 8 players available, only able to ride with 8 players. It was a great team performance by them. Everybody contributed. Like, although some might have only gotten other points, it was just everybody played a role in the win on both Friday and Saturday. It was. And before, sorry to just pause here. Like, before we move on to the second game of the season, I do want to send out my condolences to the family of Alec Holland, who passed away on the 17th of January. To his family and the Vandal women's basketball team. He was a student manager, and he was student manager for the women's basketball team. And as if you've maybe been follow some of the players on the team, they all loved him very much, and he'll be a missed member of the team. Now moving on to Saturday, it was a little scary at first in the game. First, they played, I think, had a terrible first. Although they were only down by, look at this. What am I looking for? Although they were only down by 5 in the first quarter, Idaho was down by 11, 12 points at one point. It was not a good performance by Idaho partway through the first quarter. And I thought Weber State, although they're 0-10, I thought they had a chance. It was kind of if the way they played the first half of the first quarter was that for a whole game, it would have been one of those games where Idaho would have fought back, but Weber State would have been able to control the game, and they would have been able to play it to the end, play it and control things to the very end. And it was, luckily for them, that Idaho was able to switch things up. Beyond Speed almost had a double, 24 points. She just missed it by 1 rebound, having 9, and Gabby, another great performance by her. Gina Markson, she had 14 points, 8 assists. She played 40 minutes. She played the entire game, no rest. I think this game kind of showed why I think most players most people of the team probably think she is the best player in the Big Sky. I think she should be Big Sky MVP, first team all conference, along with Beyonce B. I think this team is well on its way to good things this year. And she had, although it's not this game, she had a great game. She had a great weekend, I think. She played the full game yesterday. She played 30 minutes 33 minutes yesterday. She had 3 blocks yesterday too for who she is. I think that's a great thing to see from her. Bringing that to her, having that yesterday. It was I know Doug had to dig deep and fix some issues, and they fixed them. They came back out firing and led by 2 at the half. They were able to pull away and shore it up and get the win going into next, having able to, the way things started this week, from potentially not having any games to finishing this week of games out 2-0, I think is great. It's only 8 players. It's great. It's lucky they got it against Weber State. Lucky it was against Weber State and not, like I said earlier, an Idaho State, a Montana State, of Montana. Those are the Big Sky, what I would consider the more Big Sky powers the Big Sky powers. I think they got lucky. They lucked out this week. Next week they play Eastern Washington at Cheney on Thursday, and then on Friday they play them at home in Memorial Gym. Hopefully they'll have more players available. If not, I think they showed they can roll with 8 deep and still put on a really great performance. It will be, now Eastern's not Weber State, so that could just be blowing. It could be totally different game, but I think they have the players. They have, if they can manage the players' minutes wisely, keep them all rested, or keep them with energy, it'll be a great performance, and I think they'll be ready to play against them. Hopefully the other 5, Chase, Haley, Ellison, Chase Millen, Haley, Christopher, Ellison, Kirby, Chamney, Pulliam, Netta, Klinkler. If those players are, hopefully they can get some of them back. If not, hopefully they'll be ready to play against Idaho State the week after next. I know it's looking ahead a little bit, but hopefully they'll be healthy and ready to play again soon. They are going to need them for the stretch going into the final bit before the Big Sky tournament in Boise. That's all I got for you today. It's time to play you guys out with the beer song. Go Vandals, everybody.